What's it been like working with Ye outside of that?
It's amazing because the guy is just a force, and people don't realize it, but and I don't know any other celebrities, but I imagine other celebrities, I mean, they all do work, but I also imagine they like to go and party and they like to do the drugs and stuff like that. Ye is obsessed with everything. Like, he wakes up early and he works all day, like literally 18 hours, barely sleeps, wakes up, and from the moment he wakes up, he's going. Like, one time, we had just finished. It was a really long day. And, I was exhausted. I was on my way back to the hotel. And before I walked through the door of my hotel, he calls me and he goes, "Hey, what time are you waking up tomorrow? How long you need to sleep?" He goes, I'm like, I don't know, 6 hours. He goes, "Okay." I woke up, I think like 6.5 hours later. He had called me 15 minutes before. Literally called me 6 hours after I hung up the phone because maybe he went to bed for a little while and he was like, "I'm be at your hotel in 15 minutes. That's when he picked me up and we went to InfoWars and we did Alex Jones. So it's literally these like 18-hour days, doesn't stop. Even like with Mar-a-Lago, we had a super long day that Monday, the night before. We woke up at the crack of dawn the next day, so barely slept, flew to Miami, drove to Mar-a-Lago, did the dinner, got on a private jet, flew back to L.A. Then we got back to L.A., we went to Ye's hotel room and talked for another 3 hours. And then we went and then started again the next day early again. So the work ethic is nuts. And the thing is, we're in his office and he's doing everything all at once. So we're at a table doing politics, and then he's got all these clothes on the floor, and he's got his seamstresses and his designers. And so we'll go and do political for 30 minutes, and then he'll go look at the clothes, and then he'll make decisions about clothes. Then he'll read out like lyrics that he wrote, like that song he released, the what is it? Someday We'll All Be Free. He just released during all that controversy. Like, one day he just came in and said, "Oh, I wrote this last night." And he literally had just written that, in the middle of everything, boom. And then we were at another hotel and he just cranked that out while we were having a political meeting, while he was doing a meeting about the Donda School, while he was having a business meeting, so, I mean, he really is like this Renaissance man, like Da Vinci. Like, I used to think that was a little bit of an exaggeration. Like, I knew he was a brilliant producer, and I knew he was a brilliant artist, and the fashion speaks for itself. It's like everybody's ripping off the Yeezy slides and the 350s. So I thought, yeah, like, he's clearly a super talented, brilliant person with great ideas. But when he would say, "I'm the greatest artist ever," I'd be like, well, I don't know. But then you're with him and it's like, nope, he is literally a Renaissance man, and he literally is involved. Because I imagine so many artists, they have guys that write their songs or guys that make their beats, and they're really not super involved. They just kind of put their name on it, basically like Trump putting his name on a hotel. But no, I mean, he's 45 years old and he's more ambitious and driven and hardworking than ever. And the other thing is, creative, completely open, will hear all ideas, say things that everyone in the room will say and dismiss and say, "Oh, that's crazy. Oh, that's never been done before." And he fires those people and says, "No, like, well, tell me, what would it be like if we did that? Tell me how we can do that." I think that's why he's so innovative, because he'll go in a direction that is totally unexpected and maybe unconventional, and maybe even people think it's crazy. And he'll take it there and go there and try it out. And sometimes that's where you strike gold. Sometimes that's where you find the Gap hoodie or the 350s, or that's where you find Graduation, So he is an incredible person. And people say that he's crazy. He is completely lucid. He's hilarious. That's one of the understated things, is one of the most genuinely laugh out loud funny people I've ever met. And I think I'm a funny guy. I'm very picky. Most people I don't find funny. He is one of the funniest people I know. Just like effortlessly, great sense of humor. So he's all around a wonderful person, really. And it's such a shame he's been vilified because, and I'm very saddened by the fact there's all these parasitic journalist types. I got ambushed by a BBC journalist. Sorry, I know there's a run on. I'm rambling a little, but there was this journalist who ambushed me and said, you're exploiting him. He's clearly unwell. You're exploiting him. And, not only is that not true, but it's a little offensive because, one, he's fully in control. And two, I genuinely have such an admiration and respect for him. And I'm one of the only guys that didn't get fired on his team because I feel like I'm the only one that went out there and said, like, I'm here to fulfill your vision. Like, you're the genius. I'm the student. You made 10, 11 incredible studio albums. You change the streetwear game. You're the guy. I'm here to learn from you and do what you want to do. And for people to say, "Oh, you're exploiting him," or "Those are your ideas," it couldn't be further from the truth. So, anyway, so that's what it's like working with him.
Is Ye crazy?
No, not at all. Yeah, that's the thing. I mean, and I've seen everybody say, "Oh, he's bipolar, manic, or something." I look really red, by the way. Do I look red, or is that the camera?
It's the camera.
Okay, I'm hot. I'm like 100 degrees.
I told you.
Damn, yeah, I wore this coat. Why did I wear this heavy coat?
You can take it off.
Yeah. No, it looks too cool. But anyway, the jacket's too fire. But so, yeah, everybody says he's bipolar or he's crazy. I've met people that are actually crazy and bipolar. He's just legitimately not like that. Like, not behind the scenes, not in front of it. He's just different. He legitimately is just a unique individual. And that's what I would say. And I don't mean that to like a euphemism for some other thing. I mean, he is just a totally unique. I've never met anyone like him. The way he thinks, the way he talks, he's just different.